Hello and welcome to today's class. I'm delighted to be here with you on International Day of Yoga. I'm joining you from Kanashantivanam in Hyderabad, India. Today we're going to practice some very easy, gentle yoga asanas. Our practice today is to help us connect with our bodies, to tune in within, and to just feel what is going on inside of us today. Okay, let's begin. Gently closing our eyes, taking our hands down onto our knees. Let's take a few moments to connect in with your body, to connect in with the ground beneath you, feeling the connection that's been made between your body and the floor. Noticing how you feel at the beginning of our class today. Is your mind still, or is it busy and agitated, wandering, or perhaps it's somewhere in between? Let's begin with 3 Om chants together. So taking our hands to our heart centers. Take one normal breath, inhaling and exhaling. And then inhaling deeply down into the tummy, filling with air. As we exhale, let's chant Om together. Again, inhaling deeply. Last time, inhaling. Resting here for a moment, feel the vibration of Omkara as it circles around within you. We'll continue our practice today with full abdominal breathing. So, taking one hand onto the tummy and taking one hand onto the chest if you wish, or keeping it down on your leg, it's up to you. Again, take a normal inhalation and exhalation. And then slowly begin to inhale in through the nose, drawing the air down through the center of the body, right down into the tummy. Feel the tummy expanding, pressing out as it fills with air. And then slowly exhaling, releasing the air from each nostril, feeling as the tummy contracts, expelling the air completely. Keep going with the rhythm of your own breath, inhaling, filling the tummy with air. And exhaling, releasing. Inhale, abdomen expands. Exhale, tummy presses back to the spine. Keep going, feeling the wave-like motion being created across the front of your body. Stay with the movement of your breath, noticing the rise and fall of the tummy and the chest, the expansion and contraction. Deep tummy breaths. Returning to how we used to breathe as children and as babies. The most natural breath for all humans. Stay with it for just a couple of more rounds. Again, tuning into that wave-like motion being created across the front of the body, between the chest and tummy. And after the next exhalation, release the breath, returning it to normal. And at the same time, placing the hands back on the legs. Noticing the deeply soothing effects of full abdominal breathing. This breath can be practiced at any time of the day, when you just need a few moments to return in within yourself, to connect to yourself. And in your own time, gently opening your eyes. Let's inhale, reach up for the ceiling, stretching lengthways through the spine, reaching, sitting nice and tall. And as you exhale, take the hands down onto the floor. See if you can bring your forehead down onto the ground. And if you can, use your fingertips, inching them along the ground, getting a nice long stretch into the back. Breathing. And inhale, coming back up, sitting nice and tall. Exhale, releasing. From here, take the left hand onto your right knee. Twist to look over your right shoulder. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. As you inhale, grow nice and tall. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper. Again, inhaling up, exhaling. One last time, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, coming back to center. Take the right hand onto the left knee. This time, turn to look over the left shoulder. And again, inhale, sitting nice and tall. And as you exhale, twisting into that a little deeper, opening the left chest. Inhale, up. Exhale, softening. And one more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, coming back to center. From here, we're going to place the right hand down onto the floor. Place the entire right forearm onto the ground. And as you inhale, reach overhead with the left arm, reaching over to the right side. Getting a nice, gentle lateral stretch to the left side of your body. Inhaling back to center. This time, left hand, left forearm down onto the ground. And right arm reaches up and overhead, reaching to the left side, smiling if you want. And coming back to center. From here, let's interlock our hands, press the hands forwards, and twist, turning to the right side, getting a nice twist across the left side of the body. Inhaling back to center. This time turning to the left side, breathing, and inhale, back to center. Release the hands, and again interlock, stretching, reaching up to the ceiling, lengthways, and this time bending over to the right side, inhaling back, and exhaling left side, nice gentle stretches. Inhale and release. Very nice, everyone. That was a nice little warm up. So now we're coming on to all fours for cat-cow pose, Marjorie Asana. So we're going to make sure that our fingers are spread wide apart when we do this exercise. Placing the palms of the hand firmly down on the ground. Take a moment to make sure that the shoulders are over the wrists and hips are over the knees. Allow the toes to be free, pointing backwards. And when you're ready, inhale, open the chest, dropping the tummy down towards the floor. As you exhale, slowly arch up, pressing through the hands and knees, taking your time to move through the spine. Inhale, keep moving through your spine. Open and exhale, pressing into hands and knees. Gaze is towards your own thighs here. Inhale, opening. Exhaling. You can go a little faster if you want, or slower. Move with what your own body needs today. Inhaling, open. Exhaling, we'll do 2 more rounds. Always moving with your own breath. Open and exhale. Returning back to center. From here, drop your bum down onto your feet, reaching the hands out in front. Coming into a nice easy child's pose or Shashankasana. Resting here for a couple of breaths. Breathing, allowing the body to connect and to release completely to the floor. And slowly lift up onto your knees again. From here, reach your hands out in front, dropping the forehead down onto the floor. Again, breathing here for a couple of breaths, feeling that nice opening across the shoulder blades and the chest. If you want to take this pose a little further, you can slide forwards and try to take the chin onto the floor. Breathing. Letting go with each exhalation of any holding in the muscles of the body. And slowly release this stretch, slightly coming down into child's pose for a moment's rest. The knees are apart here. And then keeping the right hand reaching forward, take the left hand underneath the right arm, reach with the left hand towards the right side, and turn the left cheek, placing it down on the floor. Feeling the gentle stretch across the left shoulder. You can always close your eyes for this part of the practice, turning your attention within your own body, noticing how you feel. And stretching forward, reaching with the left hand out in front. Doing the same on the other side. Take the right hand underneath the left arm, reach with the right hand to the left side and turn the right cheek, placing it down on the floor. Feeling this stretch across the back of the right shoulder blade this time. Breathing. And reaching forwards again, both hands stretching out. From here, we're going to prepare to come up into downward facing dog. So very slowly, you're going to lift the bum, release the toes, tuck them in underneath. Again, stretch the arms out in front. Make sure that the fingers are spread wide apart on the mat, palms placed firmly pressing into the floor. And in your own time, slowly start to lift the hips up into the air. Getting a nice straight back if you can. Begin with a slight bend in the knees, walking the legs out. Bending and flexing one leg and then the other. Gently kind of swaying the hips from side to side, bringing movement into the lower body. And then walking the feet to the hands at the front of the mat. Coming to hang in complete forward fold.
The feet are about hip distance apart. Come to hang as much as you can, taking the entire upper body down onto the thighs. Shake the head, yes and no, seeing how free it is. Breathing. And then straighten the legs ever so slightly, giving yourself enough room to gently rock from side to side like a pendulum or swing. You can take hold of either elbow. Again, make sure the head, neck, and shoulders are completely relaxed. You can even allow the arms to hang again. And then taking a little bend into the knees, bringing both hands down onto the floor. From here, we're going to keep that left hand on the floor. And as you inhale, raise the right hand up towards the ceiling. And as you do so, you can see if you can straighten the right leg a little bit, turning to look up. Allowing the breath to flow through the center of the body and down into the tummy. Exhale, release the right hand down onto the floor, bend both legs before inhaling, reaching up to the ceiling with the left hand, straightening the left knee as much as you can, taking care to not cause any strain or tension to the body. And exhaling, release both hands, release the crown of the head in the direction of the floor, chest onto the thighs. And then inhaling, reaching back behind the body with the arms. Continue to inhale as you swing the arms up, moving nicely through an easy chair pose, coming up to stand tall. Taking your feet hip distance apart. Continuing our warm-up with Tadasana. Take a moment to look down at your toes, spread them nice and wide apart on the mat. Plant them firmly. And then when you're ready, inhale, raise the arms up, picking a point of focus out in front. Continue to raise up onto your toes. Exhale, coming down. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhaling, reach. Lengthening through the spine. Exhaling. And last time, inhaling. Ooh, keeping your balance if you're wobbly this morning. And exhaling, release. Inhale, raise the arms up to shoulder height. So you exhale, twist towards the right side. Feeling the opening across the right side of the chest. And inhaling, center. Exhaling. Left chest opening. And inhaling to exhale. Coming to stand at the front of your mat, keeping your feet hip distance apart to begin. Gently close your eyes, feeling the connection with the ground, the connection of your feet with the earth beneath you. Take a couple of breaths, a couple of moments to tune in and notice how you're feeling. And then when you're ready, open your eyes, either keeping your feet hip distance apart or taking the feet together. Let's do 2 very gentle and easy rounds of Surya Namaskar together. So taking your hands to your heart center. Take a moment to roll the shoulders back, opening the chest. Tuck the tailbone down as much as you can. Take an inhalation and exhalation to begin. Inhaling, raise the arms up. So you exhale, fold forwards, bending the knees. Take a step back with the right leg, opening the chest to look front. Feel that nice stretch into the right thigh. Take a moment to make sure the left knee and ankle are in one line. Then placing the hands down on the floor, tuck the right toe, step back into a very low plank position. Continue to exhale, dropping the knees, chest and chin down onto the floor. Make sure the elbows are tucked in alongside the body. As you inhale, lifting up slightly, opening the chest. And exhale, coming back into child's pose. We'll rest here for 5 breaths. Forehead onto the ground. Inhaling and exhaling. Really allowing the body to rest here. And then when you're ready, lift the hips, tuck the toes, moving briefly through a downward facing dog. Step the right foot up between the hands. Take as many steps as you might need. You can always drop the knee down onto the floor. Use your hand to help your leg forward. Open the chest again, looking front. And exhale, stepping both feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, coming up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. The same thing on the left side. Inhale and exhale, fold forwards. Step the left leg back, knee to the floor. Chest open as you look front. Placing both hands down on the floor, tuck the left toe. Step right leg back into plank and exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Cobra Bhujangasana. Exhale again into child's pose. 5 breaths. If you want here, you can take your knees wide apart to get a nice hip release and opening in this pose. And again, tucking the toes, moving very briefly through your downward facing dog. Step the left leg forward. Again, taking as many steps as you need. Open the chest, looking front, smiling. And exhale, stepping up. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do the same thing one more time on either side. Inhale and exhale, fold forwards. Step the right leg back, knee onto the ground, chest open. Placing the hands down on the floor, tuck the toe, step back into plank. Exhale, dropping the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale through child's pose. This time decide if you want to stay here or if you want to come right up into downward facing dog for your 5 breaths. It's up to you. Do what your body needs today. And inhale, stepping the right leg forward, chest open. Exhale, left leg up, folding in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last time on the left side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, left leg back. Chest open. Exhale, placing the hands down, stepping back into low plank. Continue to exhale, dropping the knees, chest and chin.
inhale, chest open. Exhaling, deciding if you want to stay in child's pose or come up into downward facing dog. It's up to you. Inhaling and exhaling deeply through the nose wherever you are. If you're in downward facing dog, make sure that the fingers are spread wide apart, that the palms of the hands are pressing down into the floor. Gaze is towards your own knees or your toes. And inhaling, left leg forwards, chest open, smiling, looking front. Exhale, step both legs up. Inhale, raise your arms, and exhale, hands to heart center. Release the hands, step the feet hip distance apart, and again gently close the eyes. Taking a few moments to steady the breath. And just to tune in and see how you're feeling, how your body is feeling after these 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar. Opening the eyes, step the feet together. Preparing yourself for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Take a step back with your right leg. It's about 2.5 foot distance apart. Inhaling, raise the arms up to shoulder height. We're going towards the left side first. So as you exhale, start to reach towards the left side of the room. And as you continue to exhale, slide the left hand down the leg, turning to look up at the right hand. You can take a moment to make sure that your right fingertips are in one line with your left hand and fingers. Feel that nice lateral stretch across the right side of the body. An opening of the chest. And inhale. Coming back up, keep the arms open, turn the left foot in, right foot out, reach towards the right side of the room, and exhale, sliding the hand down, turning to look up at the left hand this time. Nice big stretch across the left side of the body, breathing. And slowly inhale, coming up, turn the right foot in, release the hands, and keeping the feet quite wide apart. It's about, you can slide them slightly out, so they're about 2.5 foot distance apart, maybe 3 foot if you've really long legs. Turn the toes slightly in towards one another. Inhale, raise the arms up. As you exhale, slowly start to fold forwards, keeping the legs nice and straight. Take the hands down onto the floor. You can always use a block here if you want. Allow the crown of the head to drop down in the direction of the floor. Breathing, even resting here for, again, 5 to 6 breaths. Keep the weight in the toe side of the feet here. Coming into a nice restorative forward fold. Forward folds always help us to turn our attention within, help to calm and soothe the central nervous system. All forward folds are really nice postures to do if we're feeling stressed or agitated throughout the day. And then keeping the hands down, inhale, raise the head to look front. We're coming up nice and slowly here. Exhale, take the hands onto the hips, and slowly inhale, coming up to stand tall.
Very nice, everyone. Release your hands. Swivel your feet together. Make sure that your blood pressure is okay, that you're not feeling dizzy. If you are, take a moment's rest, sitting down or lying down on the floor. And getting ready for the next pose, tree pose, our balancing posture, Vrikshasana. So choose a focus point, one point to look at out in front, and then transferring the weight onto your left leg. You can take your hands onto your hips to begin. Raise the right leg up, toe pointing down, taking your right leg to your thigh, or if you want to take it lower, take it onto the shin, or you can even keep your toe on the floor, just lifting the heel up. Take the leg to where is comfortable for you right now. Hands to your heart center. And then playing around with the hands, opening, wide open tree, nice. And exhale, hands back to your heart. And slowly releasing with control. Give the legs a gentle shake out. We're going to do the same on the second leg. This time transferring the weight onto your right leg again, beginning with your hands on your hips if you want. Take the left foot up to wherever is comfortable for you. It might be your thigh, your shin or your calf, or keeping your toe on the floor. Do whichever one feels good to you right now. Raising the arms up and open, nice, really nice. Open your arms. Ooh, I'm feeling wobbly. Hands back to your heart center. And slowly releasing with control. Well done, everyone. Give your legs a nice little shake. And from here, we're transitioning back onto the floor. So we're coming into a nice squat pose. Turn the feet slightly out towards the sides. And coming down into a squat, keep your knees pointing over your toes. You can take your hands into prayer position if you want, or bring them up. See if you can squat right down, come down. Coming into Malasana. Press the knees open, using your elbows to press the legs back, opening the chest, smiling as you look front. And exhale, coming to sit down on the mat. We'll come to rest in Shatali Dhanasana for a moment. So giving the legs a nice little shake from side to side. Then coming to sit nice and tall, take a moment to pull the sit bones out from underneath you. This is always a nice place or time to get a cushion or a block to sit on. If you're having trouble sitting up tall, if you find yourself slouching, really do get a cushion or a block to sit on. So sitting up nice and tall, let's practice Dandasana for a moment. So engage the legs. Make sure that the legs are really strong and straight. Take the hands out to either side with little to no weight. And pull your toes back towards yourself, engaging the legs as much as you can until maybe you begin to feel a little shake or tremor inside. This means you're doing the posture nicely. You're waking up those muscles. Nice, feel the shake. And exhale, release. Still sitting tall, allow the legs to relax. And preparing for Paschimottanasana or forward fold, inhale, raise your arms up. As you exhale, fold forwards, taking the forehead down in the direction of the knees. It might be nice to have a little bend in your legs here if you want. It depends if you want a more restorative pose, or if you want to feel a gentle stretch across your hamstrings. Continue to use your breath wherever you are. As you inhale, feel your spine elongating, and as you exhale, allow yourself to drop deeper into the pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, release the hands. Let's come into Janu Shirshasana. So take the right foot, the right sole, into the left thigh. And again, inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold over a straight left leg. Again, forehead down in the direction of the knee and shin. Still using the breath. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, deepening. Two more breaths here. And inhale, coming up. Exhale, release the right leg out. Same thing on the other side, left leg in. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Forehead down onto the knee. And inhale, coming up, exhale, release the left leg out. From here, let's come into Purna Titliasana, butterfly pose. So taking both soles of the feet together, you can interlock the hands, wrapping them around your toes. We'll begin by gently flapping the wings, imagining that our legs are butterfly wings and that we're flapping them. Slowly start to increase, getting a little faster and faster. This is probably one of the most difficult poses for me. Go faster if you can, go much faster than I'm able to. And start to slow down until you finally come to still position. And from here, keeping the back as straight as you can, use your elbows to press the legs out to the side. So you might be here pressing the legs open, use your breath. Or if you're quite open in the hip area, you can slowly start to drop the body down towards the floor, opening the legs further and further. It really depends where you are. And inhale, coming up. Slowly bring the legs together. Hug the knees into your chest, nice and tightly. Lift the toes up off the floor, coming onto your sit bones. And slowly lowering yourself down onto the floor. We'll keep our legs bent. Lower yourself down onto the ground. Gently rocking forwards and backwards, taking care that you're not pushing or pulling. Giving your spine a nice massage. And finally releasing. Coming to lie on the floor. Soles of the feet on the ground. Taking rest here for a moment. You can even decide to close your eyes for the remainder of our practice. So taking the heels as close as you can to the bum. We'll just do 2 nice and easy rounds of Setu Bandhasana or bridge pose. So with your next inhalation, start to slowly lift the hips up off the ground. As you do so, bring the arms up and overhead, placing them down back alongside the ears. Breathing. Exhaling, coming down. And again, inhale, coming up. You can choose to take this pose as far as you want. If you want to increase in intensity, you can really pull the hips up towards the ceiling. Imagine there's a rope between your two knees, drawing them towards each other. And a second rope pulling your chest up towards the ceiling. Or else you can use it as a restorative pose, keeping it nice and easy and relaxed. Exhale, releasing to the floor, taking the arms back down alongside the body. Straighten the legs out, allowing the spine to return to normal, allowing the vertebrae to go back into place. You can gently move the legs from side to side. And again, bending both legs. Let's come into a side twist. So open the arms out to the side. And when you're ready, drop both legs to the left side of the floor. Turn to look over your right shoulder. If this feels a little tense for you or uncomfortable, continue to gaze up towards the ceiling with your head. Do whichever one feels safe and comfortable for you. Feel that nice gentle stretch across the right side of the body. Continue to use your breath, releasing any tension or holding that's happening, especially in the legs and the chest area as you lie here. And inhale, legs back to center. Exhale, drop both legs to the right side of the floor. This time turning the head and neck to look over the left shoulder, or else continuing to gaze up at the ceiling. Doing whichever one feels good for you right now. Using the breath to deeply open the chest, to relax and to release the legs. Feeling the nice stretch across the left side of the body this time. Continue to use your exhalation to release any holding or tension that's been built up in your legs from now or before. And inhale, both legs back to center. Draw the knees towards the chest, wrap the arms around. Give yourself a tight squeeze and hug. Gently start to rock from side to side. And then move in little circles on the back, massaging the spine and the shoulders. And changing direction. Nice, and finally taking the soles of the feet into the air, coming into a version of happy baby. Place the hands on the feet, draw the knees down towards the floor. Breathing into that nice big hip opening that you should be feeling now. This is a really nice pose for releasing any tension or any built up emotions that we've been holding on to. It can be done on its own, without any other asanas, or as part of your daily yoga practice. Send your breath into that hip area. Use your breath to release the tension and holding. And after you've stayed there for as long as you need, slowly draw the knees back into the chest. Give yourself one last hug, a gentle rock from side to side. And then release both legs down onto the floor, arms down alongside the body.
closing your eyes, and finally allowing yourself to come to complete rest or Shavasana. Noticing as your breath deepens, as your body gets heavier in connection with the floor. Feel as your muscles and your bones get heavier, completely releasing. And now as you lay here, slowly, without any effort or movement, allow the energy from the earth to rise up through the soles of your feet, feeling as it passes over your ankles, your shins and calves. Allow this energy to flow up over your knees, backs and front of either thigh. Feel as the energy flows up over your hips, the tummy, center of the body, and chest. Allow this energy from the earth to rise up over your neck, front of the face, forehead, crown of the head, back of the head, back of the neck, and down over each shoulder. Allow this energy to pass through the upper arms, over your elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and out through each fingertip. Feel this complete flow, complete circuit of energy being made between the earth, the soles of your feet, your entire body, and coming back out each finger, returning to the world, to the earth that surrounds us. And now gently start to use this energy that we gain and receive from the earth. Use this energy to bring gentle movement into the body, moving the fingers and toes, arms and legs. As you begin to reach and explore the space around you, seeing what is around, and then finally rolling over onto one side. Resting here for a moment. And when you're ready, using the support of your hands, take yourself back to a nice seated position. Bringing your hands to your heart center. Raise your hands to your forehead, to your heart.
Bow down to yourself, to the ground, and to the earth for everything that we receive today. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for joining us for practice today. We hope, or I hope, that you enjoy the rest of International Day of Yoga. Thank you, and see you soon.